My goodness, I didn't think anyone was there. Forgive me, I hope you aren't hurt too badly.
Never been better.
Oh, your hat!
What's the matter, Emma?
It's been a long time, hasn't it, Governess?
Indeed, you were a boy when I last saw you. My, you've grown quite tall. But I must say, your face looks a bit different. I don't recall it being so red.
Yes, funny.
Such awful timing. You haven't changed a bit. In case you're wondering who this young man is, Emma, do you remember how I told you I was once a governess?
Yes.
This is the young master I cared for, William Jones.
Young master,
I presume you've stopped wetting the bed?
of course I have. Ages ago.
At the time, the Jones family still had a rather modest presence amongst the gentry. How is your father these days? Is he well?
He is. Very well. Ah, thank you.
I've asked you to come and visit me for ages now, but I never heard a peep for years. Now, after all this time, you show up like a bolt out of the blue. You never cease to amaze me. What's the matter? Have you never seen a maid?
No,
Let me get that. It's probably Mr. Graham.
Is something the matter?
Huh? To be quite honest, Mrs. Stoner always makes me feel a bit uncomfortable.
That much I can tell.
She used to be even more frightening, I'll have you know. If I forgot my homework, she'd make me sit facing the wall for a whole miserable hour. Huh. Well, that brings back memories. Tiny, wasn't I? This is me, you know.
Yes, you're just like she said.
Huh? Then you've heard about me.
Mrs. Stoner has been known to mention you, yes. In fact, I recognized you the moment we met.
That's a bit embarrassing, but oh well. If I remember correctly, this was taken on my 13th birthday. I'm surprised she would display it, though.
Mrs. Stoner doesn't have any children of her own.
Huh?
You think of her as a teacher, but perhaps she thinks of you as a son.
I'm not so sure. After all, she was always rather cross with me.
As she is with everyone else. I do hope you think of her fondly, though.
Yes.
Emma?
Ma'am?
It appears there has been a mistake. Apparently, Mr. Graham is waiting at the station, so I believe I shall go and fetch him.
I see.
I'm afraid I cannot spare you any more time today.
Well,
I may be retired now, but I do try to keep a busy schedule all the same. Next time, inform me by letter instead of showing up on a whim. You must always remember your manners. Understood?
Yes.
Visit again soon and I'll make sure I'm free.
I will.
We have a great deal of catching up to do.
no, he forgot his gloves.
Unfortunately, it would seem he's as careless as ever.
Perhaps if I hurry.
Don't bother. He can get them next time. Fine then.
Yes?
Go deliver them.
Yes, ma'am.
Here, this is for your mistress. And one more. That one's from me. I'll await your reply when next we meet.
The post?
Yes, welcome home, ma'am.
Could you make some tea for me?
Yes.
Yes?
Young master, your father would like to speak to you.
Would you please stop calling me that? Enough of this young master business.
What else am I supposed to call you? As far as I'm concerned, you'll always be the young master.
Father's little talks go on for hours. Tell him I'm too busy. Make any excuse.
Certainly not, young master. Oh, what's this bizarre device?
You've never seen one? An airplane.
Oh!
Oh! Surprisingly light on your feet for your age, aren't you?
That is enough!
You can't sleep.
I'll go to bed once I'm done with this.
Turning another suitor down, are you? When I taught you to read and write, this isn't exactly how I imagined you would put those skills to use. Well, you may do as you wish. Just make sure you can work tomorrow.
Yes, ma'am.
That old Kelly Stonar's a bloody slave driver. I have other responsibilities, you know.
And what might those be, Al? Playing cards, you mean, or getting drunk all day?
You said it.
Not that we're any different, mind you. Come on, Al. A little trip to the roof and beer will cheer you right up.
A toast to the god of beer.
I'd like some potatoes.
Of course.
How are you doing, Miss Emma? How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Good day, Mr. Jones. Can I help you? Something in particular you're looking for?
Not really.
I know, we've kept something for a special customer such as yourself. Let me fetch it. What do you think of this stall? It's a chinoiserie piece. Quite fashionable right now.
I see.
Perhaps this invention will be more to your liking. This is called a tea-making clock. It's an alarm clock that also makes a cup of tea for you. Very few in the world. Is something the matter?
Just have it sent to my house, please. Miss Emma! What a surprise!
Mr. Jones.
Are you well?
Yes, sorry. I didn't notice you. Oh, yesterday, your gloves.
I had hoped to return, but I was told I needed to send a letter first.
Mr. Jones.
Perhaps we could take a little walk. If you would do me the honor, Miss Emma.
Please, good sir, would you buy some flowers? Please, sir.
I don't know if you've seen the Crystal Palace in Sydenham or not, but before they moved it there, the original was built right here in this park for the Great Exhibition. Forgive me, you probably don't find this very interesting.
Don't worry. I would love to hear more.
Ah, well, they had planned to chop down that giant elm tree over there, but it turns out that... Oh, a squirrel!
Huh?
Right there, in the tree. When you saw me, is that why...
Yes, poor eyesight.
Don't worry. I'll buy you a new pair of spectacles. Just think of it as a gift.
Oh,
Yes, that would be perfect. You simply must allow me to do it.
no, that's too...
But look, Emma. Birds are flying. Flowers are blooming. Children are toppling over. It would be my pleasure, I assure you. Rain. I'm sorry, they only had one left. Are you sure you don't want me to call you a carriage?
That would be a shame after you just rented that umbrella. Besides, I rather like walking in the rain, from time to time at least.
You know, so do I. I suppose this is goodbye then?
But your gloves.
Oh, I'll come back another day. I'm sorry the flowers are such a mess. Give my regards to Mrs. Stoner, and if you make a decision about those spectacles, the offer still stands.
He sent wilted flowers, did he? Somehow that doesn't surprise me.
With some work, they've turned out quite nice. I cut the stems and put them in water. Now that they've perked up a bit, I think they look as good as new.
Well, that's fine. I'm sure they weren't for me in the first place.
He did send his regards, though.
I see. You've broken another cup.
I'm so sorry.
The last time you cleaned the banisters, you left some dust. Try to be more careful this time.
Yes.
Noisy thing. Who does it belong to? So, how are they? They might take a little getting used to at first.
It's fine. The birds. I never knew. I never knew how beautiful this view was.
But wait, you don't need them. You're certain?
I am.
But
I'll be fine. I'm happy the way I am now. I fear that I have disappointed you.
no, it's quite all right. Oh, I know. How about I get you something else instead?
Huh?
There must be something you want. I'll buy you anything at all.
Anything?
Of course. Don't be shy.
There is one thing. Lace.
Huh?
I've always wanted to have a lace handkerchief of my own.
That's easy. A lace handkerchief. I'll buy you 100 of them. 200 maybe.
I think one will do. Lovely. It's been a dream of mine for years now.
Is that so?
Thank you, Mr. Jones. It's wonderful.
Of course.
Young master, haven't you bought enough of those useless devices, really? Why do you go to that same old shop time after time?
Couldn't say.